What's good? What's good? What's good? We back again for another Amazon late night talk, y'all. Hopefully everybody had a blessed, amazing day. I apologize for yesterday. I tried to upload. I was gonna upload a video, had some confusion, but nonetheless, hey, we back at it again. We still consistent. And even when something happened, all you do is hop right back on, and we gonna get back to it, y'all, as promised. So today I want to talk about because a lot of people think, when you're selling on Amazon, you got to do all of this with the products, you got to touch the products. But that's not necessarily the case, right? You're able to use these services, these tools, so you can sell on Amazon FBA and never touch or see the product. All right. So I'm gonna give y'all some game because the ultimate goal, you may have to start off if you don't have as much capital. You may have to start off and you don't have, the funds or the capital to automate your business or put it on autopilot. But eventually, once you get to which I talk about on day one of the boot camp, on my boot camp, it's just that hustle. You might have to build up that cash flow, but once you get there, remember the ultimate goal is to build a business. At least for me, to build a business I can pass down to my kids or my grandkids. Generational wealth. Y'all see it right there. That's what we got in this channel for sure. Or to build a business where I can sell it for a multiple. One of those two, right? So I want to remove myself from the business. And I'm gonna just show y'all a piece of how you can automate it, right? So the way to sell on Amazon FBA and never see the product is through the use of prep centers, right? So it's people like me and you they most of the time they're former Amazon sellers or they sell on Amazon currently. And what they'll do is they'll use a warehouse like the one I have, and their employees that they usually use to fulfill their own orders. They'll add a couple more people to the team, get some software, and then start fulfilling other sellers orders also. And that's called a Amazon Prep Center, right? So it's just somebody like me and you. You need to have good management skills, good leadership skills to be able to manage a team. But that's a prep center. So what you will do is contact these people, right? So you can go to the website. One of the websites is prepcenter.com. Go to that website. 9 times out of 10, you probably gonna have at least 2 or 3 prep centers in your state, right? So if you're looking for to take your Amazon business to the next level, you definitely want to look into getting a prep center in the future, because it can change the game, especially if you into the online arbitrage. Whenever you ordering, you sourcing your products wherever you finding them from, instead of them sending it to your direct address, you want to send that bad boy directly to the prep center, right? So that way you don't even have to handle the product. Different prep centers, they'll give you different prices or different fees on it, but hey, it's well worth it. You may be getting a smaller or a tighter profit margin, but hey, in the long run, you want to free up your time, right? You gotta free up your time because you can be doing all these side hustles. Yeah, it's good to get the money, but at the end of the day, at least for me, my goal, and I hope for you too, whether you watching live or in the replay, is to buy your time back, right? I don't know about y'all, but I had a 9 to 5 up until 2010. Really, I ain't go full time to 2015. So I had a 9 to 5 up until 2015. So it was just about me buying my time back. Like I had to buy my time back. And I didn't want to start a side hustle. I didn't even want to start an Amazon business if I couldn't see an end goal on where I can build it to where it's starting to be passive. And prep center is definitely one of the things you're gonna have to get into. Now, if you like me and you actually have physical employees, you don't necessarily have to use a prep center. If you got employees that you got on the clock, you paying for labor anyway, they can be your local prep center. But if you don't want to have employees deal with any payroll, man, Prep Center is the way. It's the way you're gonna be able to pair Amazon FBA. Remember now, whenever you send into the Amazon FBA, Amazon is already gonna take care of the picking, the packing of your order, the shipping, the returns, the refunds, and they gonna store your stuff. So you don't have to have a warehouse like me. You don't have to have a lot of space. Like Amazon is gonna step up into the place and they gonna basically be partnering with you in your business, and Amazon will be your employee. Like, what does that look like? Imagine partnering with the biggest, the greatest at this time of this video is what? December the 23rd, 2022. You partnering with the biggest e-commerce platform in the world and you having them work for you. So that's amazing. It's a game changer. And I just hope you guys, whenever you see this video, whether live or on the replay, you taking advantage of that FBA, trying to set that ultimate goal to make your business automated or generate passive income. Because hey, if you like me, you know we didn't work hard long enough. It's time to make that money without that time being attached to it. And it's a cliche term that you guys probably heard it before. If you heard it before, drop it in the chat. If you ever heard the saying, time is money, right? If you ever heard somebody say that, time is money. But what I come to realize, man, time is definitely not money. Time is infinitely more valuable than money, right? It's not even close. Like, it's not even close. So what my job is, or when I start a business, whether it's with digital assets, selling ebooks or courses or my boot camp, I eventually want to automate it, right? Why do I want to automate it? Because I want to buy back my time. I don't want my work or the money that I make and my time to be a correlation, right? Whenever you level up as an entrepreneur or a business owner, like, you know, Jeff Bezos, like, he ain't in the office at Amazon, right? So if you want to get to that next level, you know, we about that again, that generational wealth vibes, man. We want to pass down generational wealth, whether it's to your kids, your nephews, your niece, whoever you want to leave it behind. Because we know we ain't on, you know, on this earth forever. But we gotta build it to a point where it can run without us, right? So I tell entrepreneurs all the time when I do these business talks, to just don't think about, because and I was a victim of doing this early on also, of getting caught up with just worrying about the money. I wasn't looking at the end goal, because when that pressure, that stress on you, the how you gonna pay these bills, or you may have some debt, right? And you just worried about, how can I make this extra $1,000 this month? Not really starting with the end in mind. Once you elevate your thinking, you start studying business a lot more. The long money, or the most money, is in the long term plays, right? So I talk about it with my group of entrepreneurs, high level entrepreneurs, all the time. It's delayed gratification that's gonna get you where you're trying to go. I'm gonna say that again, for anybody that missed that, whether you watching live or you watching on the replay. Delayed gratification will get you everywhere you're trying to go. We know it's a microwave age, right? And people don't want to put in the grind. Every time, you know, they might be trying this side hustle or they need an extra $1,000, they just moving all over the place and they never really build momentum, right? And it's something to be said about consistency, and staying in a lane, building that momentum to help take you to that next level, y'all. So these are, I hope you guys enjoyed, you know, the little entrepreneur talk, the business talk, but that's my goal, right? So when I'm teaching people, I want you to start with the end in mind. So whatever your target goal is, your ultimate goal should always be to automate the business, right? You know, you might have to put a little muscle in the front end, but the ultimate goal, I want you to be able to automate it. That way, if you ever want to sell it one day, you know, it'll actually be valuable, because whenever people or investors look at your company, and you're actually still working in the business, they will not bid on your business or whatever you have going on your system, because there's no system. If you are the system, and God forbid if you pass away, your whole business is gone, right? So that's important. That's why it's so essential, or why it's important that we have our SOPs, or our standard operating procedures. Why? Because the business structure or the system can be replicated once we're gone, right? So everything you're doing, make sure you document the process, right? You have to document everything that you're doing, the things that you're doing well, the things that you're not doing well, right? Because even if you think it's a loss, it's really just a lesson, right? Because eventually, if you bump your heads just enough, like I started back in 2010 with this Amazon thing, and I ain't get it right. It wasn't nobody really on YouTube talking or teaching it. Not everybody jumping in. They can be making, $5,000-$10,000 a month, and they want to teach somebody else how to do it without having really the struggle and being in the game for a while, right? They know that, and I mean, it's because of social media. The education definitely is the wave, right? So of course, everybody, and I'm gonna go off on a tangent just to give y'all some gems for the ones that's listening. Anybody that has a business, you should definitely add an educational layer on top of your business. Now, I recommend you to actually be in the game now. And I know it's some people that's great with, they don't really have to be in the business to teach it, but I think it's something to be said from the teachers that's actually practical. That's something that they got the cuts and the bruises over the years. It's what they do, is what they currently doing, because I like to learn from somebody that's actually in the game and running the business. Like, that's cool. You did that 5-10 years ago, but hey, the game might have changed now. That worked 5-10 years ago, but you're not in the day-to-day, in the trenches with the changes. And I think that's very important on Amazon. A lot of people go in there and run it up, and then they'll sit back, lemonade in the shade, and they'll do education, and ride off into the sunset, and they really not connected with what's really going on. So I think it's something to be said by that. But like I said, whatever business that you in, make sure you're teaching something. Make sure you of course, make sure because we don't ever want to scam anybody. You want to be genuine. You want to make sure you know what you're talking about, and you want to make sure you can actually get them results, right? We ain't trying to, there's enough of that going on. So we got to make sure we can get them results. So yeah, that educational layer. And just to pull it back full circle, y'all, automation is key. Automation is key. So that tied back in with the title of this video, Prep Center is going to be the answer. Once you order your if you're doing online arbitrage and you're not trying to be out in the streets, once you order your products, connect with your prep center. Once you send it there, they're going to get it prepared to send it into Amazon. They'll put the labels on it. They'll create your shipment on Amazon Seller Central, and then from there they're going to ship it in straight into Amazon. Once Amazon checks it in, man, all you do is sit back and wait for that cash money to start rolling in the side pocket National Bank. So hey, I ain't gonna keep y'all. We about 6 to 7 episodes deep in this podcast. I'm just building them up, but y'all stay tuned for this new year. We working. I should have close to about 15, 16 episodes before 2023 drops. And it's going to be all things about business and all things about sports, y'all. So y'all be blessed. Love y'all, whether you catching it live or the replay. Appreciate you rocking with my boy, rocking with your boy. Until next time. Hey, and if you hadn't, slide over there to Instagram and follow me at Travis_GWV. And hey, if y'all got any future videos y'all want me to break down, drop them down in the comments. Mr. Lewis, I appreciate you, man. You rocking with your boy. Thank you, man. Hey, we'll be back tomorrow. Let's go. Love. Y'all stay blessed.